So we come back from the range, and Lucy and I are now going to work on a couple of things, looking at alignment and using stomach muscles and back muscles and glutes. So you're going to come down to the floor for me and just go onto your knees and make sure your knees underneath your hips and the wrists underneath your shoulders. So the first thing we do here is looking at your alignment in your back. So I'm going to place this club here. Now you can feel you have a small gap in your lower back. Now try to lift it up slightly. The reason for that is when you lift the leg, you're going to push slightly up here to keep it still. Now, so you can feel where it is. Now, I want you to lengthen out the left leg, trying to keep your hips still. So you lengthen out the left, and then keep the hips still as you lift the leg up. So that will now go into your glute muscle. Can you feel it? It's a glute muscle working.
Yeah.
The back is not changing position. It's just lifting up into the glutes. So just lift the leg, just one more, good. And then bring the knee back in. And then we test the other side. For some of us golfers, one side is stronger than the other, so we just test both just to see what happens here. So she's able to keep the hips still. The glute muscle is working. You can squeeze a bit more if you like. There you go, squeeze it, good. And bring it back down, slide the knee back in. And then we add the arm. So keeping this spine really nice and long, okay? And then lengthen one leg out, and then the opposite arm will lift at the same time as the leg. There you go, good, okay? But still trying to hold this position here, so don't bend in the lower back. There you go, one more. And back in, nice, and bring the knee back in. Okay, come back to sitting. So how does that feel?
Yeah, good, feel it in the
the glute muscle.
firing.
Rather than the back, just keep on bending. So it works.
I see what you mean, because I wanted to escape into like a tilt or something.
Into a big tilt.
Exactly.
Cool, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is a cobra and a dart position. And you do that lying down because you want to work your back muscles as well, which is important for us golfers because we lean forward.
Yeah.
Okay? So you're going to come down all the way to the floor. You're going to bring your hands just above your shoulders, elbows down. So cobra, the one you start with, is just lifting your head and chest. We're trying to get these muscles to work as you lift the head and lift the chest. There you go. And then come back down again. So don't go any higher. That's it. So just trying to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. So there, good. Lift the head, lift the chest, coming up. Good. And then back down. So you can already feel your back muscles working here.
Yeah.
Now to come higher, you need to use your back muscles and then trying to get slightly further down. So you lift your head, lift the chest, push into the hands, lift the elbows, and then lift. And the lift comes from there, slightly from there. Good. And then bring yourself back down and elbows down. Good. So you can feel the shoulders are working here as well. Yeah. Last one. Lifting up. Lift. The head needs to keep lifting, otherwise you leave it behind. Good. And then back down. And relax. So we now do the next part. So you've been working on flexibility now. Now we do strength. So you bring your hands back behind. You're going to do a dart. Now keep your head low and down. And then lift your shoulders, lift the elbows, lift the hands. Just hover off the floor. Turn the palms in. So now you're going to carry, as you can see, you're now carrying the weight of your upper body into your shoulders and probably slightly further down as well. Yeah? And then come back down. Just come back down, relax and release the shoulders. And as you lift again, breathe in, lift the head, lift the chest, arms reach. So you could stay here and just open up your hands and arms and then bring them back together. So small movements here. There you go. And then you can feel these muscles are working. Good. Yeah. So these are back muscles. So as golfers need a lot of strength here. So very important to lie on your front sometimes and do some exercise. Come back down, relax, and come back onto your knees so you can sit up and see how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, it's strengthening your back muscles so they help out with your front muscles when you play golf.